Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Go Veer, Go Home. Welcome to the Sunday Brunch group. Kit uh, we've been going for this sunflower. Okay, so yeah, we're here. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we've been working on the Walther's 130-foot two repair shop, something like whatever you want to use it for. It's totally up to you. But today is the very last episode of that because we are all going to finish and we're going to show our finished product once we're done. I'm sure within the next hour or two. I don't think that the other guys have too much left to show, but I got some windows and some toppers and some vents and stuff that I'll be able to add. So I'll be able to do that here live, and then you'll be able to see that. Also, this is my 500th video. That's a lot of videos. Yeah, over the course, well, I'm pretty sure I already hit the 500 mark, but I deleted a bunch of videos. Something about a short stop and end scale, but I had removed some of those because the quality wasn't as good. Apparently, the trains were very hard to see because they're so small. But basically, I had removed those just because I wanted to stick more with the HO scale stuff. But yeah, 500th video, officially, unofficially, I don't know, but yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, and I built what I feel is an extensive library of videos, ranging from unboxings to live videos. All the GVO After Dark with some of the best people, and all the great guests that I've had on, and everything like that. Keeping Track, which is somewhat of a new series, second season of that, I think, that we're on right now. Too many videos. And now I don't know if the shorts count, but I've been doing more shorts lately, trying to set some of that stuff up, and kind of dip my toe in the water and see if I like it. It's okay, but for for a minute or for 15 seconds to a minute worth of work, you know what I mean? Like it, I like doing the whole thing, the 10-minute thing or more. But either way, either way. So yeah, I do have some other guys that have been working on this specific kit with me. They'll come up eventually here. Um, but I want to say hi to everybody first. Normally we start at about 12 noon. It's usually what we do. But I want to say hey to Mark and Denny from N Scale Dystopia, Mr. Brian Ferguson, and Trackside Mike, and Bubs. How's it going, Bubs? And Mystic. And I hope everyone's doing good today. I started my vacation yesterday. Went out to a friend's cottage house thing. They did a gender reveal because they found out they're having twins, which is crazy. And then we found out yesterday that they're having two boys, just like us. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, and then next week or weekend for Father's Day weekend, I'll be going out to. I think I have to go to Woodstock, Ontario. So I'm probably going to be stopping by Otter Valley on Saturday, or not Saturday, Friday. What am I saying? So yeah, I'm going to swing by Otter Valley on Friday and see what they got going on. And then, yeah, I'm away for the weekend for Father's Day weekend. So no show next week. No show. But of course, if I don't get to see you, if I don't get to talk to you, to all the fathers, grandfathers, and whatnot, have a happy Father's Day and whatnot. So we'll be back the following week. What is it? The 24th? I think it's the 24th. The 18th is next Saturday. I can't remember. Let me check my calendar. Yes, next week is the 18th, and then the 25th. So we'll be back on the 25th, and we're doing another special group build starting on the 25th. It'll be Trackside Mike, Trackside Mark, M&M Rails, Trackside Lily, and then myself. And we're building a kit from that Brian from the Iron Horse Route sent us. And it's a replica of Mark's parents' house, I believe. So that'll be fun. So come back in a couple of weeks and you'll get to see us build this kit. It's a 3D printed kit. Now, like I'm so used to kits like this, right? So it'll be different. It'll be, yeah, I don't know what to expect. So it'll be different. So very excited for that for sure. So I showed you my kit. One of the other fine people that have been coming up here for the past month showing their kit and working on that is
Hey, good morning.
Trackside Mike. How's it going, Mike?
Good, you?
Good. So you're ready to wrap this thing up? You ready to put in the last little bit here for the kit? What do you got? Let me see what you got going on there as far as that's it, eh?
Yeah, that's it. Just the windows today.
I was trying to, make myself a little bit more, useful, and I wanted to get through all this quicker, and I just pre-cut all my windows and stuff out, and so I'm literally just putting in windows today. That and my little roof vents that are just like sitting loose here. But that's it, eh? Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the windows and put the roof vents on, and pretty much wrap this kit up.
Nice. Well, you're doing a great job there. So it's really come together.
It's looking good.
It's ready to be attached to the layout then, eh? I guess.
Yeah, working on the layout heavy today.
Nice.
So after the show, that's what I'll be doing.
That's neat. Yeah, and you'll have to. Yeah, it looked like it was going to rain out here earlier, so I don't know now. It's still a bit of an overcast, but oh well. Perfect weather for working on the layout, right?
You got her.
So I'm going to take this roof off and I'm going to put it. Last week I was able to pick up more of the grip tape, so I did the entire roof here in the grip tape.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I actually found a piece because I was quoting you guys at like $8 to $10, and they had a brand. I went to Zoomies, and they had a brand. I don't see. I might have even I used the end with the sticker, but it was on sale for $5. I'm just like, give me the cheapest piece of black grip tape you got, and it was basically double this length here, right?
Oh, nice.
It only cost me like $5. And I can use that on a number of different houses and whatnot, kits, buildings, and stuff like that. So that's cool. So I got that done last week, so I wouldn't have to worry about it today.
Kind of speed up the process.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're saying the windows. Put like a doll coat on them.
Did you?
Yeah. I was looking for that stuff Perry was mentioning, the smoke tin or whatever.
Yep.
I guess to me it doesn't make it anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was looking at OVR 2 weeks ago. Discontinued.
Well, that's no good.
You ready?
I didn't bother to tint mine. Am I ready for?
Oh, the 25th.
What am I ready for? Yes, I think so. I know I need more glue, so I'm hoping that I'm able to get through this episode with whatever glue I've got left. And when I'm at OVR on Friday, I will be picking up some more.
Lots of glue and stuff.
And oh yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. As long as they get, I mean, I'm sure I'll find something. All right, they always got something.
Yeah.
Kind of want one of those tank cars, the green ones that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
They look really nice. So I'll probably grab one of those as well.
Nice.
I can't go to Otter Valley and just get a bottle of glue. You know what I mean? It's almost like a crime.
Yeah. You never come out with just one thing.
No. However, my wife will be with me, so it's like I can't go nuts like I normally do.
Yeah. I'm going down Saturday
So
afternoon.
This Saturday?
Yeah.
What's going on Saturday?
Well, Sunday's the Ancaster train show.
Oh, is that this Sunday?
Yeah, the Sunday coming up.
So they're having it on Father's Day.
I guess so.
Huh. Is that weird? I don't know if that's weird or not. Like, I get the premise, but you'd think that a lot of people would be busy on Father's Day. But I guess it gives you something to do for Father's Day.
That's right. Go to the show. See what they got.
Anthony says, great news. Scale Trains has bought Exact Rail. These cars will now be Scale Trains and a little bit cheaper. Will they be cheaper if they're Scale Trains? Yeah, I saw it, the day that it was posted. I'd seen that on Facebook.
I think that's going to be
my problem with that is that if Scale Trains, because Scale Trains doesn't sell to OVR, right?
Yeah.
So that means any stock that they have in Exact Rail basically won't be replenished. At least that's what I think. And that also includes Fox Valley as well. A lot of people are forgetting that Fox Valley is owned by Exact Rails.
Yes.
And they do both HO and N scale.
So it's definitely going to have its pros and cons.
Yeah. So I probably won't see too much of that stuff. Mind you, I don't find that Exact Rail did a lot of Canadian stuff. I don't remember any anyway. Like as far as rolling stock.
I think they did a CN boxcar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the O&R boxcar. I've got those O&R boxcars. I think that's the only Exact Rail I have besides the bridge.
Yeah. And the bridges.
Mark wants to know, why doesn't Scale Trains sell to OVR? I think it's a really good question. And I think that we can speculate a little bit about why they don't.
I wish they did.
Most other shops, well, I wish they did too. It would give me a more of an incentive to buy from them, but their sales practice doesn't really seem all that logical, because they've got stores like Credit Valley and George's Trains, which are in the the GTA area, right?
Yeah.
But when OVR was on the farm, right? It was a warehouse behind Lauren's dad's house, and they said no, you don't have a storefront, so we can't have you selling our product if you don't have a storefront. And then, Lauren acquired the company and opened up a shop in Tilsonburg. It has a storefront and everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know what their excuse was after that, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with other stores in the GTA that just don't want Otter Valley selling the same thing at a lower price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
At a
they
more
probably
quality price.
said, yeah, because then those companies would. Well, it's a shame, really, because we're all in the same game, right? But if some stores want to charge like $50 to $100 more just for a locomotive, I mean, it's the store's fault for wanting to do that. But of course, they got to make money too. So, it's hard to say who's wrong and who's right in a case like that. All I know is that, if Scale Trains wants their product out there and they want to make money themselves, then they should be open to work with anybody, really. They should want to work with companies like Otter Valley that sell boatloads.
Yeah, if you want your stuff out in the market, why wouldn't you go to like a big player or somebody that ships worldwide, right?
Absolutely.
That's kind of my opinion.
And it makes sense. It totally makes sense.
Yeah. Or else I'd probably own a bunch of Scale Train locomotives if that was the case.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Maybe in the future. You never know. They might want to expand and actually, do more at that point. But you never know.
Hard to say. Now, what are you using to glue your windows?
Well, because the windows are a clear plastic, not painted or anything, obviously, but it's going to the plastic roofing here, the rectangular shapes, that is painted. So I do have to use the Instacure, or not Instacure, but the whatever it's called, the regular well bond stuff.
Okay. Certain glues will make them fog, right?
Yeah. I mean, they might fog a bit. Some of these little window pieces are a lot newer than others, so some of them have a bit of a fog to them already,
right?
Which is kind of odd. I guess it's just because they're older. That, or when somebody painted the last building, because I had bought it built, like already built.
Yeah.
They might have sprayed the whole building to seal it, and they sprayed the windows as well, which that's a no-no, right? You gotta spray your kit and then install the buildings or windows. Sorry.
Yeah. I know
that clear coat will it'll fog it.
I like Mark's answer there. Your glue's insecure. That's too bad.
Insecure. Yeah, it's Instacure. Well, no, Instacure is the spray that I get it all mixed up. There's so many different little things here, but Instacure is the stuff you would spray this with to make it cure right on the spot. Hence the name.
Yeah. What'd you think of the Rapido show? That was fun, eh?
Yeah. So it was like obviously I was happy with the announcements, like over the moon happy. Um, they have a lot of product in the back room. That's kind of scary compared to previous years where the back room is like a desert and there's nothing there. But they've got a lot of skids of product that just isn't moving or selling, and that's scary.
Yeah, I think is that just a hobby in general?
Um, could be
Like,
without I've got nothing to compare it to.
yeah, I just
So
everything's open, everybody's out traveling.
yeah, it could be a time of year thing. It could
Yeah,
be,
that's what I was
but
thinking.
they always they hold the event same time every year. So
Oh,
even that is kind of like compared to previous years where there would be nothing back there, and then like you see the boxes all lined up all along the side there of all these trailers and the abundance of turbo liners. Like I understand that the turbo liner is probably somewhat of a niche train,
yeah,
kind of like the tempo train, but even the tempo sold real quick. So it's so hard to say.
and other things are just flying off the shelf.
Yeah.
Guess it varies, I guess. That's how the hobby is.
What did you think of the show?
I had a great time.
Yeah.
I thought, what a place for railroad tracks right beside your store.
Yeah. Yeah, it was neat seeing the trains going through there.
Got a couple trains,
I
yeah.
thought it would I thought it would have been a lot busier, but guess not. I guess that's Mondays for you, right?
Yeah.
Do you have an like from the things that were announced? Do you have something that you liked or that really got you excited?
Oh, I'm pumped for the GP9s and the slug.
Yeah.
Like that's been a long waited model for me, like since I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
So are you getting like a set of three or
I got two
one of
for now.
each? You got two. So like a GP9 and a slug kind of deal?
Yeah, yeah, I got two GP9s in the slug.
Oh, two GP9s and a slug. Okay, yeah. So it's like a set of
Yeah,
three. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that looks good together. It feels weird if you just got the 9 and the slug. Uh, it feels weird. So, yeah.
yeah. No, we ended up getting two slugs, two GP9s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they should come out. I think they were saying the end of the year or the start of the next year, which is fine.
That'll be exciting. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Gives us time.
yeah. There's enough stuff
I'm
coming out
really,
this year.
yeah, even some stuff that we're like still waiting on that was supposed to be out already. I sometimes it takes a little bit longer for certain things to show up, which is understandable. But
It's kind of surprising on how you know things are backlogged there sometimes.
yeah, well, they got to keep the whatchamacallit, the guys overseas. They got to keep them busy, right? So as soon as one project is done, then they start on the next one, so that there's no downtime, right?
Yeah,
So even beyond the things that have been announced, I'm sure that there's other things that are in the works as well. And a lot of manufacturers have been known to just say, "Well, surprise, we've got this now," and then everyone's like, "Whoa, you should have given us fair warning." Nope, it It showed up with everything else, but we're announcing it now.
Yeah.
Kind of like the whatchamacallits, the F40s, the Via Rail 40th anniversaries. There was just 2 numbers, and you had to order it right from Rapido when they came in. Otherwise, you would have missed out. Eventually, they sold some of the extras to Otter Valley, which is how I got mine. But yeah, you always got to be ready.
Yeah, and the Charger's still supposed to come out this year.
The Chargers, yeah, they should be showing up within a month or so.
Ouch.
I think. oh.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Everything goes up at the same time.
Well, I mean, that's what they say. So, yeah, like if they say July, it could be August, September when it does actually show up. So.
Right.
And also, you and I both got 3D scanned by Bernard. That was fun too.
Yeah, I got to redo mine again.
Really?
Yep, the arm didn't take pointing, so
no.
I got to do it. But I did help with that special project that day, so I can't wait to see the outcome of that one.
Which one?
He's got something coming out, I think, next month.
Oh, neat.
And he asked me if I would pose for it, and I said sure.
That's awesome.
The mustache was too big. No. I couldn't get my finger pointing. It missed that part of the hand. It was pretty hard to scan, so we'll have to come up with a different one.
Anthony wants to know if we're going to buy the Scale Trains refrigerator cars. Is that something that you're interested in? Oh, they were just announced.
Oh, so it'll be a while.
Yeah, next year probably. It's a new tooling, I think. I don't think they've done those before, so.
Okay.
I personally don't know if I would need it. There was another company that did a refrigerator car. I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it might have been BLMA. I can't remember. Somebody will know. Somebody in the chat will know. Could have been Athearn. Athearn Genesis. Sounds like an Athearn Genesis car.
Right.
Yeah, and it made the refrigerator sounds.
Oh, that'd be something.
Yeah. I can imagine it getting annoying after a while, but I'm sure you can mute it every so often if it's, But yeah, I don't think I would need one personally. But it is a very nice concept because it's very real.
Bubs is working on the switch stands, I think.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, the Caboose Industries ones where it has the little colored, what do you call them? Flags? Either the green or the red to let you know if the switch is open or.
I haven't tried putting mine together
yet. I tried doing some for Dave before, and I think I did one, and I gave up, and I was like, nah, I'm not a fan of these.
once you get them up, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, they look neat.
Oh, like
Anthony's
that
saying
idea.
that I could use them for the chocolate factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're killing me, Anthony. Don't do this to me. Then I gotta buy more cars.
I think you need
Let's wait
four.
for the chocolate factory.
You need 4 or 6 of those then, eh?
Oh, don't you start.
Well, that way you can switch them out. You could have like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
two empty,
operation.
two full, and then
Yeah.
yeah,
See, there's always some kind of thing that you need in the hobby. We're just here to help you out.
yep. Oh yeah.
When does that kit
The
come out?
chocolate. It's supposed. It said summer, so you know this month, next month, it
Yeah.
should be arriving. Because I think Anthony was talking about the chemical facility or chemical plant that just arrived, and they had announced that prior to the chocolate factory. I want to say, so give or take July.
Okay.
That's my guesstimate.
Another purchase in July.
Here we go. I'm sure they're well. I've never seen it where you could pre-order a building. I'm sure you could put your name in a hat and have them, call you when it comes in. Because most stores will bring in, especially if it's a brand new kit. If it's a nice looking kit, the stores will have them. They might only have so many though. So some of the smaller stores might bring in 1 or 2, where bigger stores might get like 5. And as soon as they're gone, then you have to wait for their next refill, right? So
That's true.
that's probably a kit that we're gonna do here on the build. We could probably do that as a group build. I think.
The
I think
chocolate
there'll be
factory?
enough people. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You getting that kit or what?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
We'll put her somewhere.
Well, you still got another level to add, so yeah, and another room. So you got lots of expansion going on there. All the
Yeah. Two
spot
more
stuff's
levels.
happening.
2 more levels and expansion.
Whew. I'm almost running out of space. I have to be very careful now of what buildings I get
Right.
because of the fact that I only have so much space left. Now, because this glue does not stick to grip tape, I've got my hot glue gun here, so I'm gonna see if I can hot glue these little vents to the roof. See how well that works.
Probably work. Where's Perry today? Working?
I don't know. I don't think he works on weekends. I think he was done his kit, so he's good.
Oh. We never seen the end product.
Yeah, I told him to come back and share, but
She might have it on the layout
He
too,
might.
I suppose.
Yeah. He might come back and share. I'm not sure.
Because he made a 2-bay for 2 shops together.
Yeah. Yeah, this is really cool.
Did you see it at Armprayer, or did he have it there?
No, he didn't have it there. The module thing that he's working on, I don't know if he's going to be adding that to like an actual layout or if that's just for his personal thing. I don't know what he's doing exactly.
That's hopefully this week I'll get the stickers picked up.
The trackside mic stickers.
Yeah. Start sending them out.
That'll be cool. Put me down for one.
Oh yeah.
It looked like you had a couple designs on the go.
Yeah. So the one with the CN locomotives, that sticker is going to be 6x3.
6x3. So that's a pretty big sticker.
Yeah. Then the little round ones they're 3-inch.
3-inch, yeah. It's like I find that's like the standard size for a lot. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, and it's glued to my leg. Uh-oh. That'll come on.
Don't burn yourself.
Oh, geez, Butterfingers. Wow. Okay. Well, this is working well.
So the inch here, eh? Last time I used this glue, I glued my fingers together. Because it doesn't take much, but wow.
Yeah, I saw you cut out each hole for the vents, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that.
Oh, for the vents?
So, if ever in the future, yeah, all the little vent things.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, that seems like a lot of work. There. Okay. Hot glue gun unglued or unplugged. So that's I can't really see it because of the building, but I will switch these out. What I do want to do at a later time, because my building, so this is technically the back. I'm going to put the windows in still, but what I want to do is I want to put a dummy wall in front of this, just a plain white wall, and then put like shelving and stuff on it and decorate the inside so that when you're looking through here, when you're looking this way, you see just a white wall with detail parts.
Well, that's a good idea. I like it.
It should work, but I mean that's I didn't want to heavily detail this thing. I just wanted to do the kit and that's it. Place it.
Windows go in pretty easy.
Yeah, not bad. And they snip off the sprue pretty good too.
Yeah. And it's got little
There's a little
grooves
thing
in the
there.
windows.
Yeah, there's a little thing that holds them in place, but still got to glue it down. I'm wondering. I do want to try this because I think I've got more of this glue than I do the other glue. I want to see if this glue will hold the
contact
window.
cement.
This one here is the plastic to plastic glue that I use. It's the Tamiya extra thin. And I'm just wondering if it will work for this. If it doesn't, then it's not a big deal. But yeah, Rapido actually they announced the CP refrigerator cars, and you will be able to add a sound decoder to it, but it does. You have to buy that separately. So they're not selling it all as one piece. You have to get that extra. Yeah, the one thing that a lot of manufacturers are doing that I'm not a fan of, it's when one company announces a specific product and then another company announces the same thing. It's like, really? Is there really not that many models out there that we all have to do the same thing? But
Right. Switch it up.
yeah, it's kind of right. There's lots of different things that haven't even been touched yet, I think. But,
Oh, I agree. So many different models that can come out that I've never seen anybody do yet.
Yep. A few prime examples of that is, and I'm just going off of recently, Intermountain announces the CN Heritage G-Vote. Not too long after, Scale Trains announces the CN Heritage G-Votes as well.
Right.
And then 2 weeks ago, well, more now, it's probably about 3 weeks now, Athearn announces another run of the bi-level cars. And then Rapido announces they're doing more bi-level cars. Mind you, the Rapido ones are going to be more accurate, more detailed. They light up, this and that. But yeah, it's like, really, can we just have one guy do this, do it properly, and then we're all good, with that? But it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, and then work on a different model.
Yeah.
Doesn't take long to clean the windows up either.
No. And you know what? This glue is actually, I'm pretty sure it's holding. Because I didn't paint the inside of the windows.
Yeah, I
They're
didn't
still the plastic, gray plastic. So I'm technically doing plastic to plastic right now. So this is actually working. And I don't even think that this glue will cause the fogging, which is good.
Nice. Yeah, you can see I got one side in here. These are all glued in. And I use the Tamiya matte doll finish.
Yep. Matt Gold.
So you can still see in, but not clear, right?
I don't know when I add lights to this. Obviously, adding lights today is not a thing. It won't be happening today. But when
Yeah.
I do, looking in the front there or looking in through the roof, I want to be able to see all the little details that I'm planning to add eventually. So that's why I didn't tint any of the windows, because I want this thing to light up like not necessarily like a Christmas tree, but I want to be able to show off the logo that's inside, or if there's somebody doing work or something. I saw this
Yep.
little guy where it looks like he's welding, and he's using like an arc welder or whatever. It flashes a blue light.
Yes.
Really cool. Really cool. I want to find one of those.
I think they have them at OVR.
Do they?
Well,
Well,
I know he did.
I'm gonna have to have a conversation with the girls when I go in. Hilda
Yeah.
and the gang. I haven't seen those. The loads for the garbage cars. I haven't seen them close up yet. I want to take a look at those.
Yeah, they're pretty
I
cool.
might even do a live on Saturday while I'm there.
Oh.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
If my wife will put up with me doing a live for a little bit.
Just for a few minutes.
Yeah. She could be the camera lady. For instance, I've asked for GP10 CN scale trains and repeatedly can make this product, and Jason said he'll think about it. I mean that's the thing, right? There's a lot of I don't want to call it secrecy. It's just it brings us back to the whole thing where if they go online and they say, well, I'm going to do this model, next
Yeah.
week you're going to have another company that's going to come out and say, well, I'm going to do that model. And because that's what happened with a certain manufacturer that's no longer with us. And then another manufacturer came out and said, well, we're going to do that. It's already done. And it's already hitting the market before you even get a chance to do up the paperwork. So that's why a lot of these companies are very, very secretive about when they announce something or when they're working on certain things.
Yeah. Keep everything tight to the chest.
Yep. As long as it's been announced and as long as you know that they are doing it, they will be as transparent as possible about the model. Yes, it'll have this. Yes, it'll look like this in most cases. A lot of companies still just show a computer rendering of the model, which I'm not a big fan of. I want to see, I want to see what it actually looks like. I want to see the physical model,
Yeah.
But that usually takes a bit.
I was just like the GP9s with the flashing belt pack lights.
Yeah, the strobes.
Yeah.
I know I mentioned it on Thursday, but for those who weren't watching Thursday night on the Third Rail Thursday, they plan on doing sounds from the belt pack inside the locomotive. So when you hit a certain whatever F12 or whatever, it'll make the same sounds that the belt pack guy will make when he's carrying the belt pack.
Brake recovery and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I can't really explain what it sounds like, but all I know is that it's neat.
It's not going to be something.
I know I don't think we've had that before. It seems like a new sound,
Definitely be neat when they get it out. And then September, well, let's see what happens in September when they all show up to pop-up event.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I know a lot of people will be going to that. You'll
Yeah,
be there, obviously.
I'll be there. Wigwag, I think he's coming up for that.
Did he say that he's bringing Dave from Crooked River?
Yeah, I believe Dave. I've talked to Dave on the phone, like via
Oh, nice.
text, and he's planning on coming up for that.
He's
Imagine
a good guy.
Sparky'd be there probably because he's close by.
Yep.
Bernard.
I have to come down for that. I'll probably be down for the weekend, so you'll get me for a full weekend.
Nice.
I don't know if any of the Ottawa guys are coming besides myself, like Mark. And Dave doesn't normally do long distance travel.
Yeah.
But
Eminem Rails.
Bubs might if he can manage it.
If Bubs gets time off.
Yeah. That'd be probably coming up on the Friday. That's what we did last year, right? We came up on the Friday and left on the Sunday. So,
yeah.
And I was also checking with SMT Mainline as well, Harrison, to see if he would be coming, and I just have to remind him closer to the date, just to
Yeah,
I think when I talked to him about it, it was like March or April or something. I can't remember, but
Harrison was talking about coming to the trackside barbecue, Smith Falls.
Oh, nice. Oh, good.
September 3rd.
That'll be good too. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully we have quite the train turnout like we did last year.
Well, I think so because that's the long weekend. So everybody traveling back and forth to Ottawa to Toronto. Oops.
Yeah. Here's hoping. Bubs is in a meeting. Yet he's watching us.
He's watching, but
that sounds like my kind of meeting.
Yeah. He's keeping it quiet. He's got the volume
He'll probably
off.
join us when. Yeah.
Is he at the train club?
It's probably an online meeting so that they don't have to travel to a certain place.
Gotcha.
Like a Zoom or something?
Yeah.
Something fancy like that. I'm going to give that a minute and let that dry because they're on there. I just got to make sure they... Oh, see, that one didn't stick. Okay, so let me put some more together. Let me see. When we were at the Rapido thing, our buddy there asked me, what was the last locomotive you bought? And I had to really think about it. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah,
And I'm like,
I
what
remember the
did we
question being
buy
asked.
recently? And then it wasn't until I was on my way home. Yeah. Yeah, because we were talking about it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it was like September-ish when we bought the Gevos, the Intermountain Gevos. And then I got something else. Yeah, the stupid SD60s.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Because I'm
guess that
like,
was
I
the last
love
one.
those. Why didn't yeah, and that was like what, like February?
Yeah. Then I bought the Alpos after that. The Alpo 30.
Yeah.
So yeah, before that would have been the SD60s. So it's been a bit.
Yeah. I mean, like I know stuff are coming out every single month, but it's like, it's got to be good, right? Like it's got to fit whatever you're modeling, A, and then B, it has to be a good one. You can't just get random stuff, right?
Yeah.
Anthony is wondering if we have ever done a conjoint kind of like if I have a box car, I run it on my layout, then I take it to your layout or over to the club with Bubs and continued the process. Uh, I can say no, we haven't, but that's something that would be cool. Where if we had a thing where like a consist of some sort where we
Yeah.
could do that.
I think we talked about doing the SD60 that way.
Yeah, yeah, because a bunch of us had 555, right? We were all gonna
Yeah.
do a 555 thing.
Yeah.
The 555 crew.
And I'm pretty sure
Even
the day I
Wigwag
was
got in on that.
yeah, he got in on that too. Pretty sure the other day I caught an M420.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was that?
At the train station when I was down Rail Fanning.
What station is that? Because I see you post a lot of reels.
Yeah, so
Where
that's
is that?
Sarnia. That's here in
Oh,
Sarnia. Yeah,
in
but they call it
Sarnham.
the Strath. Yeah, they call it the Strathroy sub
Oh, okay.
because it runs all the way to Strathroy to London. So it's a sub, or it's called another name I've heard is Tempo Yard, right?
Tempo Yard. Yes, yeah, I've heard of
Yeah,
that one.
the old Tempo used to run through there.
And for those who don't get my joke, I refer to Sarnia as Sarnham because I had purchased an LRC car a while ago, and on the side of it, it had a list of different cities, and one of them was Sarnia, but it was right where a window was, and somebody had put in the wrong window plate, so it said Sarnham, and I made a big joke about it. It was a very lighthearted joke. I wasn't mad or anything,
Yeah.
but yeah, they corrected. They gave me a new car for that. So, but
Oh wow.
it wasn't a huge. Yeah, actually, Jordan kept those cars,
Oh,
so
did he?
he has my old car. Yeah, because he thought it was funny too. So, and he's like, you'd think that you'd want to keep it because it's like one of a kind, and I'm like, I guess, but there's the other side of it where just want my car.
Just want my car. That we met a couple guys at the Rapido event too. Met Tristan there, and
Yeah. The guys from Larkspur were there. I already knew them, but
Yeah,
good to see them out and about. They're doing good work. So
they got a kick out of the bridges and the crane traveling around Ontario.
yeah. So do you have the crane set up now?
That's
For
in the
those
garage.
who, it's in the garage.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's in the
okay.
garage. I got to bring it in the house for tomorrow night show.
Uh, so the full story on the crane, because I think it's a good story. I think this crane travels more than I do. But so who called Larkspur? Was it James that called Larkspur?
Yeah, James called because I wanted some bridges. They had bridges there, right? The exact rail bridges.
Right.
Bubs was going there. Bubs 031.
Yep. He went. He picked it up.
He picked it up. Yeah, he was taking pictures of bridges. Hey, do you want this bridge? I'm like, yeah, I'll take two of those, two of those. And he's
Five of
like,
those.
then he's like, hey, they got a model crane here. I'm like, what? I said, take a picture of it and send it to me. So he did. And I'm like, how much is that? I'm like, well, I'll take that for that price. That's cheap.
Yeah.
He's like, seriously? I'm like, yep. I'll e-transfer you right now.
So
Transferred.
then, well, yeah. Oh
Tra-
no, go on, go on. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, e-transferred Bubs the money, and he picked everything up. And he's like, well, I got to go to Chris's. I'll drop it off there. I said, good idea. I'll come up this summer, and I got to pick up the grandkid. I'll just pick it up from Chris's place.
Yeah. But he didn't come here though. He went to the club. So
Yeah.
I went downtown Ottawa, and I obviously I went to the train club, saw the guys and whatnot, hung out for a bit, and then we transferred it from his truck to my truck, and then I brought it home, and it sat here for a couple of months, and then it just so happened that yeah we're both going to the Rapido thing, and I'm like, yo, that's perfect, because then I brought it all the way down to Markham from Ottawa, and yeah, it wasn't too bad. It didn't move around or anything because I got all my lawn chairs back there, so it sat in place. And did it get home okay? Is
Oh,
she
yeah.
okay? Okay, good.
Yeah. Made it all the way here. Okay.
My cat is extremely bored now that she doesn't have a crane, but hey, whatever. It's not hers to play with. So but that's pretty cool that would you say that's HO scale? Is it like like an HO scale replica, or is
Oh,
it
yeah.
a little bit bigger? Yeah.
No, it's
Oh,
HO scale. Yep.
dang. So that's
That's why I make.
top level, top
Yeah.
level
So,
kind of crane.
yep. It's a LTM 1750 LG.
LG. Okay.
So that's
You
the
know your
truck model.
cranes better than I do.
Yeah.
So
Pretty cool. It's got luff and jib in it.
yeah. So do you already have an idea for a scene that you're going to set up with the crane?
Yeah, that's going to be in my refinery.
In your refinery. Okay. So
Yeah.
what is that crane? What would that normally do? Um,
Uh,
in that
Lift
case,
vessels.
tell me about the crane.
It'll lift vessels, right? Structures.
Yeah. Neat.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Well, the windows are in.
The problem with my rain gutters is they're a little bit longer than the top part, because you know how you have yours where you've got the bottom half on as well, like the base. It
Oh
goes
yeah,
right down to the base.
yeah,
So with mine, they will stick down below this. So I either got to cut them short or if I put them on here, I just got to be careful when moving it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to cut them because you got your base on your track, right?
Yeah. I think this kit turned out really, really nice. And we all did literally different versions of the same kit. So that all worked out too. Your
Yeah,
your brick is a lot darker than my brick as well. So even the brick itself, and just how you perceive that side of it as well. Did you end up painting all the doors as well, or did you just leave them aside?
no, I painted the doors too.
Uh, I was trying to think of a way, even just like a magnet system, where you can put the door on or you can take the door off. Uh, something like that, right? But I might have to add that later because I'm not completely sure yet. I also want to put a couple of I beams going across from one side to the other side on the inside. I could probably do that at any time, but it'll just add a bit more structural uh, integrity to it, but it'll also make it look a little bit more realistic as well. We'll have to see. I'll be able to remove it from the layout at any point because it's not going to be glued to the base. So
Right.
I'm hoping that that helps.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut the foam for where the pits are.
Yeah, that should be all right.
Yeah, because that's only I think a half inch, if that, and the foam's like 1 inch foam, so I'm all right. Should have no interference.
Yeah. Hey Bradley, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. What'd you think of the D10? Because we finally saw a working sample, sound, lights, and it was going around the layout there.
I thought that was pretty neat. I'm not
Yeah,
a Steam mirror guy. I'm like more
no,
modern, but if I was to get a Steam, I would definitely get that D10.
exactly. Yeah, I was saying, yeah. Well, that and the fact that it was CP, right? I mean, for you, I'm sure CN or CP, you don't care,
Yeah,
but I'd go for it if it was a CN for sure.
absolutely.
I think everybody should have at least one really nice steam locomotive. Know your roots, people.
Yeah, that's one thing about the guys down in the states. They get it pretty good there with that stuff still running in service.
Yeah.
I don't think we have anywhere around here that Steam's still in service, do we?
No. Like we've got the museums and I'm sure to a certain extent they run, but not as actively as a lot. Like that's why when what was it, the Empress or something out west, when they got her running again, and I think they did some kind of service or something with CP where they ran the Empress or something. I don't know. Bubs would know all that because he's a CP guy, but I only caught wind of it.
Right.
But yeah, that's the only thing I've heard of in Canada where they've got active steam going still.
Oh, Perry's saying Perry just jumped in the chat.
Hey, Perry. Yeah, absolutely.
Oops.
Yeah. You have to show us. We were talking about you. We're like,
Yeah,
did Chris say we all need a steam locomotive? Yes, at least one.
Yeah.
Just one. Just at least one.
What?
You know. I mean, I've got a piece of track there that I have off to the side, right by my train station, and I could fit like a 282 or something like that on there, and you know, and then when I want to use it, I just take it off the track and then you know, put it on the main line. You know. But yeah, no, I think you know, having at least one steam train is not a bad thing.
Yeah. I just find with them, it's like, ouch.
Yeah.
That's two locomotives.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're more. I find that they're more susceptible to breakage just because the parts are just so much more finicky and whatnot.
Right.
Not yet. I'm waiting for one that is technically something that I could use. Like I saw a Bachmann that was a CN, but it was Bachmann, and I just, you know, I'd rather have, if I'm gonna buy a steam locomotive, I'm gonna buy a, you know, something a little bit more than Bachmann. But we'll see.
How many
We'll
Bachmans?
see. Hey,
How many Bachmans do you own?
none.
Yeah.
I don't have any Bachmann.
I have a couple
The Charger,
C1s.
when the Charger comes out, that'll be my only Bachmann, most likely.
Right.
Mark, everyone needs at least one high nose locomotive. Like, no, you don't. An excursion steam engine. Maybe. You know, I was thinking about getting the rail runners that are coming out because I love the rail runner. How's it going, Perry? The rail runners that are coming out because I love the rail runner. How's it going, Perry?
Is that coming through mine?
No, I think that's coming through Perry's.
Oh.
I don't know if he can hear us.
Oh, there's
we
Perry.
can see him, but we can't hear him. I'll get rid of this banner to make everything bigger.
Hey, Lee. Oh, plugging in his mic.
Sorry about that. I didn't think you could get me in there that quick. I wasn't quite ready.
That happens, eh?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Oh, no worries. No worries.
I don't know if I
How's
got
it going?
this. Well, not bad. We were just in the Zoom meeting there for the club, and I had some people stop by to drop something off, and I thought they were going to stay for a while, but then they didn't. Though I thought, well, instead of going back there, I think I'll just come here.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So, are you done your kit? You're done everything on it?
No, well, not really, but like I haven't done anything in a couple of weeks because, as you know, we had like a club set up, And then we had the Iron Power Train Show last weekend, so there hasn't been a whole lot of time. I did get a couple of turbos, as you can see. I got one of the power cars sitting in the shop there, and they're
Very
pretty
nice.
sweet, I'll say. But yeah, that's about all. So I just thought I'd stop by because probably guys were probably wondering what was going on with this. But like I say, I haven't done
Yeah, because
much.
today,
It's just
Yeah, we were curious.
yeah, today's technically the last episode for this group build series. So
yeah.
we were hoping to get a final look at your kit there before.
Well, it's just all I got left. I got the roof panels cut, and they're going to be clear plexiglass. So I did some sanding yesterday on the edges of those. I still have some more sanding to do on the edges of those to make them a little bit less rough, and they fit in there quite nicely. That's about it, I guess. And then I'm gonna build the paint booth, but I can come on at a later date and show you that someday.
Absolutely.
Sounds good. Yeah,
I heard you guys. Yeah, I heard you guys talking about steam engines. I don't know if everybody knows that the 4014, the Union Pacific Big Boy, is out this weekend.
Is it
running? Yeah.
Oh, it's running.
Oh yeah, it's running this weekend. I'm not sure. It's It's running somewhere between Nebraska and Omaha. I think somewhere like that. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to look it up, but they had it out earlier in the week, testing it out, just with the some tool cars, a couple of tenders. They run it now with UP SD70M 4015, which is kind of neat. And they had some other freight cars on behind it for braking, and just to test it out. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So that was pretty
Nice.
cool. Yeah, there's.
Does it go very far?
Well, I don't know. They take
Where's
it
it
out
going?
and run it wherever they want, anywhere in their system, I guess.
Oh yeah, I guess. True.
Yeah, so it's pretty sweet though. The fact that they got it. I wish they hadn't gotten rid of the Challenger. That would have been pretty neat to see them with all three there. But yeah, they've yeah.
I know it would have been nice to catch the All Child's Matter when we were in Toronto, but we could see it in the air, but we couldn't get close enough to it.
No.
That's what, 87, 57?
And we have Enfield Road.
So you got Lee in the chat.
How's it going?
Not too bad. I only jumped up because I've been having internet issues, Chris. Because I can't stream because I've had internet issues. So I've been changing around stuff and I'm trying other stuff. So I thought I'll jump on and see if this has worked, what I've done. So yeah, I'm not really working on anything. Just
join the club. I think my internet does something funny every week. So.
Oh man, that's why I'm not streaming today. I done a premiere at 5 o'clock because I got a big I met a YouTuber that gave me a load of train stuff. I mean a load. I got a load of track that's gonna get me back up in the loft to get that section built. It's gonna save me a lot of money because track's not cheap. There's no fish plates with it, but the fish plates I can buy them that are cheaper. So yeah, I've actually tried different search engines. Chrome wasn't working; it was unresponsive all the time. So I've gone Firefox and see what it. Now who's ringing me?
Oh, Mark's got to go walk Lily.
That's true, Model Railway fan. That's true.
Yeah. It looks like it's held.
Have a good one, Mark. Thanks for watching.
Have a good one, Mark.
We're going to be over on Mark's channel on Thursday, so that'll be fun.
Ah,
What
he's going to be
time's that
running
on?
trains.
What
8
time's
o'clock,
that going to be, Chris? What is it going to be? Eastern?
I'm not sure what today. With Mark, it's a roll of the dice. You know, whatever he's feeling. Maybe he bought something and he'll unbox
it is
it.
M&M
Maybe
Rails we are
he'll run
talking
some
about.
business.
It is Mark we're talking about. We know what he's like.
Yeah. Third Rail Thursday on Mark's channel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How you doing anyway, Mike?
Good, Lee. How you doing?
Apart from in a teased off mood with pay for StreamYards, and I haven't been able to. I've had glitches left, right, and centre. So I've gone over to Firefox, and I'm hoping it seems to be more better. Firefox seems to be more better, but I'm not linking Firefox and Chrome together.
Firefox.
Yeah, it's a search engine.
Oh, okay.
On my laptop, I was using Google Chrome, and it was coming back unresponsive. So I thought I'll go Chrome. I'll go to Bing Chrome and go Firefox. We'll see if it's going to let me do anything.
Because of the dollar, Anthony.
To run trains.
So, Chris,
Those bills
Brandon was telling me that he was talking to Tristan, and from Tuesday to Sunday, or Tuesday to Sunday next week, he's going to be running on the east on the Belleville sub.
Nice.
So we're thinking that we're going to have to go to Smith Falls there next weekend and see if we can catch him. Yeah.
So
That'd be
that
pretty
means,
cool.
I guess he'd be rolling through Smith Falls then?
Well, he'll be rolling up to Smith Falls, and then he'd probably turn around there and go back.
Yeah, do the crew change.
Yeah.
Because that's a division point. So.
And what day is that?
He's running from this Tuesday to Sunday, he said.
Those builds. A lot. God.
I don't know, we can barely hear you there, Lee.
No, I came on there. I had some people stop by the house, Brandon, and they dropped something off for me, and then they left. I thought they were going to stay longer than they did, and then so I just came on here as opposed to going back to the meeting.
Oh, he's calling you out, is he?
Yeah, he's checking on me. He's checking up on me.
Hey, how come you're not back in this meeting?
Yeah. Well, he just said the meeting's done, so I didn't miss much. I was there for most of it, I guess. I think we're going to get at least I put a motion in to redo the fiddle yard for our club, so hopefully that'll come about. They're going to be trying to do a study or something first, but it may take a while to get it done because the fiddle yard that we have now is the wiring underneath is just terrible. It's just hanging on by a thread, and it's only 3 tracks, and we need a bigger fiddle yard
Yeah.
just to get stuff on.
Which one is that? Which?
Well, it's the one that it kind of attaches to the back of any 4 modules that they have.
Yeah.
It's just it's just an added thing that you don't really see it. Like that's where the engines come out, or the trains come out of the tunnel there at each end
Yeah.
on those modules. So that like it's just a place to put your stuff on and take it off, so that you're not putting it on the main line, or it's designed for actually shows, so you can put your stuff on and then run out, and then somebody else can come in, right? So nobody can tell that the train's not always on the track.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Windows in the shop, the office.
No, very nice.
Oh, okay, Lee. Yeah, we couldn't really hear you. The volume was very low on your end there.
Yeah.
If we're still on and you want to pop back in, just let us know.
Slide the roof on. Then you seen that last kit or the build Sunday we did. I added that on the back side of the building.
Oh, you blanked it out, did you?
Blanked it out.
Yeah.
So the light.
You're gonna put. Right. You're gonna put an interior in that, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna put something on the inside of it.
I was gonna do that too, but
you
have to. You're gonna have to put a floor in it first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike was unable to find that tinting stuff, the window spray that you have.
Oh no! Oh really?
Yeah. I was down there the week after, and we couldn't find any, and the girls looked it up online, and it's discontinued.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So if there's any left in Ottawa, I should go buy some then.
Yeah, you should buy us some.
Yeah.
You notice how I said that? Us? Yeah, I'll take some.
I heard that. I heard that. Yes, I heard that. So I'll go maybe on my way to work there one of these days this week and just check, because I wasn't really sure how much there was there. I had a can, but it was kind of out of propellant or something, so I had to buy a new can, and I used it. And so I don't know. I can't really remember how much was there. But I only bought the one can. They're fairly expensive. They're like $8 or $9 for a little can of spray paint now. It's crazy.
Yeah. They had some other stuff that they could order in. I'm just trying to remember the name of it.
Yeah. You can always go to Canadian Tire and buy that stuff you put on car windows too. Because that's what I do for my locomotives when I want to tint the side windows on the locomotives, like the VF40s there from Rapido. They don't have tinted side windows, and they are tinted. So what I did was I don't know how many years ago I bought this. I bought a roll of that tint stuff that you can do at home on your car, and they give you so much, like that's gonna do me a lifetime. So, because you're just using like what, maybe about half an inch.
Yeah.
So.
Woodland Scenics also has that stuff too. They have it for buildings, so I'm sure you could find a blackout or almost like a tint that you can use for the inside
Woodland
of the locomotive
Scenics
as well.
You probably pay twice the price though for Woodland Scenics because it's for model railway, right?
100%, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you go to Canadian Tire, you spend about $5 and buy a roll of it, and it'll do you the rest of your life.
That's true. Model Railway Fan 38 wants to know what is the name of this kit that we're working on. It is the Walther's Cornerstone 2-stall engine house. It is a brick building, comes with a little extra brick office as well. I don't know if I think Mike has his little brick house there as well. But
Yeah.
Perry doubled his. I changed the roof on mine. And yeah, and it's available in HO and N scale, just in case you do N scale as well. It's available in both. I think Heath from Humanity Junction, he has the N scale version of this kit. A little different, but very similar at the same time. And,
the only thing different about the N scale kit is it doesn't have the pits.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That's true, yeah. I forgot what. I'm pretty sure it didn't come with the kits, but I wasn't too positive. I didn't want to say. Just in case.
Actually, I wish they would have gave the option for the HO's kits too, whether you wanted them or not.
Yeah, there could have been a little drop-in piece that you put just to kind of fill in the gap, opposed to needing to.
Yeah, exactly. Because now I have to make something for mine because I don't want the pits. You putting in the windows, Chris?
Yep. I've got 2 left, and they're just for the doors. I can't tint mine because you haven't bought me any tint yet, so I gotta wait.
Oh, okay. That's yeah. Well, once you put them in, I don't think you'd be able to do it anyways. Well, you could. I guess
Can't you
you
spray
could
the
still.
tint on the?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. I guess. But like it's going to be high. It'll be getting over everything, all over everything else too. I don't know if you want that. You painted the inside of yours black too, did you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
What I do want to do though, I want to put a dummy wall on the back side so that I can, put some detail parts going along there. Maybe some racks with whatever and tools, a workbench maybe.
Okay. You could actually buy that. You could buy that platform thing from Pike. Is it no? Who is it? Somebody makes a platform there. You could buy that and put it inside there, and that way you could have access to the stuff. No, it's not Walters. It's where is it? I forget what it is. I keep wanting to say Pike stuff, but it's not Pike stuff either. Plastistruck or something?
Rick's product?
No. I think it's Plastistruck. They make it comes in a kit. They're a kit, but they're a package of 2. They're not very big either, so. But they come with stairs and the hand railing and all that stuff.
I might put strip lighting on the inside.
Yeah, that'd be cool. For me, I already use Woodland Scenic lights, so it's like if I didn't use Woodland Scenic lights here, it would be kind of weird. I like to keep the consistency throughout, so.
Yeah, you're probably better. Plastistruck. Yeah, I think that's it, Anthony. Yeah. Oh, Mike's got a locomotive in his already.
I really like
Look at that.
Oh, he came prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, put dash 8.
Well, so you.
Well, now who makes that, Mike?
This is Athens Genesis.
Okay, yeah.
The turbo liner is awesome.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I'm really happy with those. Like, you have no idea.
I'm still waiting for my turbo train. I'll be able to relate once I get my turbo train.
Your Go train.
No,
How
turbo
many
train, like the turbo train.
oh, your turbo train, yeah. How many new go cars did you order, Chris?
Well, uh,
Well.
so I've got 12
Don't
from the
listen,
first
wife.
one. Yeah, yeah. If
Pardon
my
me?
wife is listening, I've got like 2. But what I hope to do, because I have 4 locomotives, I want to do 4 trains, like 4, where they pull 4 coaches and a cab. And right now, I would need another, I think, 6 or 7 cars to complete that whole thing. But that's just for the green, right? There's the two-tone green. I don't have any locomotives that would pull those, but I feel like if I
Right.
don't get them, then I'll miss out. So I want to just get whatever they have available, technically. So if they've got 3 packs, I'll get the 3 packs, and I can mix and match. I can run them both together, and then hopefully some point somebody makes an MP40 in the new paint scheme and the old paint scheme. Is yours still for sale? Am I allowed to ask that? Is that a weird question? Can I?
I guess it could be if you wanted. I don't know. I haven't.
If the prices were.
Yeah. Did they say anything about doing the new cab cars for Go at all? Did you hear any rumors about that or?
Yeah, because I was confused, as most other people. Like I saw online the conversations. Why would they do the restored, control car as opposed to the new one? And they said, don't worry, it's coming. We're gonna do that one. The only difference is that the body on that one is completely different than these ones, and if they already have the tooling for these, that's why they're going to do the new paint scheme in these first before they invest in the tooling for something that's completely new.
Oh, okay.
Which makes sense.
I just was
like I was a little disappointed, not gonna lie, but their reasoning makes sense.
Yeah, they're gonna use these cars to finance that car.
Most
basically.
likely.
Yeah.
So buy them up. Buy them all up.
I don't know. I kind of like it. Put some lights inside.
Yeah, it looks real good.
Nice shop cement floor.
Yeah. For sure. That looks pretty good.
He's asking, Anthony wants to know if we're going to get the sand and fuel facility to go along with the shop.
I do have sanding tower and the what's the fueling kit? Has the platform stairs.
Yeah. I already have those new fuel kits here.
Oh, yeah.
I got two of them. You just have to put them together and paint them.
For me, I want the new fuel kits like what you have, but I want to use those up for my ethanol. And I want to get the older one with that. You know how it just has that giant tank that's on the concrete pad?
Yeah.
And I just want that tank to put in front of this shop, just like out the front beside the tracks, and then maybe a sanding tower. Nothing. I was
looking at. I check out trains.net that they have pictures of real stuff every day, and it changes daily as new stuff goes on. And somebody took a picture, like from, I don't know what, a drone, I guess, of the Chattanooga NS shops. And outside the shops, you can see where one of those tanks was there, but they've taken the tanks out in 2 different locations. So I'm wondering if there was some kind of environmental issue and they took the tanks away and they put in something else, or are they having just deliveries done now instead of having their own tanks there? But
See, I thought about taking one of these platforms out of this kit if I can.
yeah,
If not, find a platform
and put it in the shop.
and put it in the shop.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I wonder
Right, I
what
do that.
the length comparison would be.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you're
don't
probably
know.
gonna have to cut it, but yeah, but it should
Right,
work.
put like a walkway here, right?
Yeah, that way you have kind of 3 levels then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab that other kit I got. I haven't even tried this one yet.
Yeah, lights are a must. Absolutely, guys.
Yeah.
Problem is,
That's
you
for
kind of
sure.
have to drill a hole, down through that plastic piece. So,
Well, that's no big deal. You just drill a hole in one of the corners there and run the wires down.
yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
When I get
Model Railway
when I get
says not a lot of people will buy the Go stuff. I mean, like, it's tough, right? Because it is technically a very niche railway, right? Because it's only in Toronto area, right? So I
Yeah.
think it would technically be considered a short line, but I mean, like, a lot of those passenger cars, right, and equipment, unless you have the locomotive to go with it, then it doesn't really make too much sense. But that's why a lot of them are a conditional offering, like the Rail Runner. It's conditional, so they'll only make it if they get enough pre-orders. So just make sure if anybody
Yeah.
does want, put in your pre-order to make sure that they do make what you want, right? That's the only way it's going to happen.
Yeah, that Mike, that's the platform I was talking about
Yeah.
earlier.
Have you done one
Yeah.
of these?
Have I done one? No, I have not done one, but I've seen them.
Yeah, I started doing it and I was like, "Ugh."
Is it
There's a
hard?
lot to it. Well, there's a lot to this kit.
Yeah, I kind of figured there would be because it's pretty detailed, eh?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
look what you got to figure out. Where to cut it. Comes with the styrene sheet. Comes with the handrail.
Oh, that's yeah.
The high
Wow.
beams.
It's kind of like a Craftsman kit then,
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
right?
I mean, it looks nice, but I'm definitely gonna have to take my time on this build,
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
right? Because it's a plaster struck kit, and it comes with like dock A, dock B, dock A, dock B kind of instruction.
Yeah. Instructions. Yeah.
What you got to cut them to and stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's not just to cut it off the screw and put it together.
No, it's not.
So I'll take my time on that build.
Okay, I'm finished.
You're done too, yeah.
There you go.
More or less.
More or less.
It's,
So-
Everything's in place. Like all the windows are in. My final touch was the water, the downspouts. So yeah, I didn't do the little office for this because I've got a kit. What is it called? A pike stuff kit that I have for the office. So
Yeah, I saw that on your, when was it? Your Thursday night thing. I watched it after work, at about 4 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, I saw your shop was there, and your pike stuff kit was on the back of it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
I just got to fix the land where that is, just to kind of level it out because it's not. It leans to one side, so I got to level it out.
oh, so the water doesn't run.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Obviously, my base is on the layout, right? That's why you can really see inside. But
Right.
yeah, it's the layout.
Did you glue it down on the layout?
I glued the track down, and then I just pinned the build, like the actual foundation down.
Okay.
I'm doing the ballast around it, and once the ballast dries and hardens, it'll basically hold it in place. So
Yeah.
don't worry too much about gluing the physical base down. I wanted to
Yeah.
avoid that, actually.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. That way, if you decided to uproot yourself, you can just uproot the base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because with the track, when I glue that down, I just use white glue, so I just slide a knife under it, and it'll come right up, and I can snip it, and then remove it completely from the layout, and take it to my new layout. New layout. Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh. No, what?
Uh-oh.
What?
What?
Say it isn't so.
No. Give me another 5 years, and we'll have the conversation. You got 5 years.
Yeah, because Split Rock was asking Thursday what the pin was for, but that made sense after. I thought you were holding the track down or you're doing something there. But that was for your base, right?
That was the base. So technically, I glued the track into the foundation, the base of it, and then I glued the track down on the layout.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Outside lights.
Outside
I'll have
lights.
yard lights.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they have outside lights. Well, your basic lights would be just over top of the walk-in doors, right?
Yeah.
Outside, but that's, I don't think any other lights. All the other light would be inside the shop.
Yeah, I'd have to like a gooseneck almost, right? Like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You could drill that out and then run a wire to the other side. Another reason why I want to put a dummy wall on the back side of this thing is because I can hide stuff like wires behind it, and you would never know.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's where I'll
spare cash, stuff like that.
All my receipts.
Yeah, I just got that spare cash behind the wall.
Years ago,
I keep in a shoebox.
Years ago,
buried in the back.
Yeah. I'll tell you, years ago when I was really young, and I don't know if I was still, no, I was working, but I was kind of into radio controlled cars too, and I bought a radio controlled Tamiya 4x4 Toyota truck. And my mother was still here at the time, and I didn't want her to see it, that I bought it, because it was fairly expensive. It was like $300 or $400, right? So I went down to a hobby house in Ottawa, and I bought the thing, and I come back and I put it in my trunk of my car, and I parked it beside the house, and I waited until she went to bed that night. Then I opened my window of my bedroom, and I pushed the box in through the window, and then and then hid it underneath my bed. So because I didn't want to bring it through the door.
Yeah. Conscience.
I did that one year. Bought a remote control car. Asked for it for Christmas. They're like, yeah, we don't think so. That's too much money. I'm like, oh, okay. So I went out and bought it, and I hid it in my closet. And then come Christmas, well, then lo and behold, didn't they get me that for Christmas?
Oh, did they?
Oh.
I was like, I better take the other one back. So, yeah,
So about that.
had me going there.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. And I still have the truck too.
Yeah.
It was cool. Like I don't know if anybody's ever done any of those kits, but to me, like you had to build everything. Like you had to build the rear ends, you had to build the front ends, and like the transfer case and all that came as one unit, but you still had to put it in and put the drive shafts in and all that stuff. The frame, the whole deal.
Yeah, RC cars are. Well, I did RC cars for a little bit myself, but I did the battery ones, not the gas ones.
Well, this wasn't gas. This is battery.
Oh, battery. Okay. Yeah, I even
Yeah.
had to get an extra battery because I found that like it just runs out way too quick. It doesn't give you enough, time. But
Yeah. Well, yeah, and this truck too, I actually goes into like from the controller. You had to have a 4-channel controller because you can shift it from. You had high range, and you had high range 4-wheel drive, and then you had low range 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
On the truck too.
I love painting the bodies, the car bodies.
Yeah.
And all the little designs you could do down the side and all the different ways that you can do them.
Do you ever do any of those polycarbonate ones? Paint those? You have to paint everything in reverse.
Yes. Yep.
Because it's like it's a clear shell, so you have to start thinking then, boy, because you got to paint everything reverse, and if you miss something, well, then you're frigged.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't like was having to cut out like the wheel wells and whatnot. I wasn't a fan of that because it's like that's tough. Because you make one little, boo boo, and then the whole thing is botched.
Yeah.
One wrong slip of the blade, and they got a wonky wheel well.
Well, I use those curved scissors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they work good for that.
Bradley's asking about making asphalt on tracks or concrete, but usually a lot of people just plaster, right, and then paint it.
I think so. Yeah, just make sure you got your flangeways clear.
Yeah.
I found a way around that, and I thank Bubs for this because he showed me. Because he had made me some railroad crossings out of matchsticks, and I think I did a tutorial a couple of years back after he showed me that, and I did some for myself, and they turned out really well, and it kind of helps you avoid going with the concrete stuff right up to the rail. You leave like an inch or so, and then you've got a wooden what looks like 2x4s or planks that are easing the from road to rail, and then you got your middle where you add more of the planks and whatnot, but you go, instead of going too wide, you go like 4 or 5 depending on your wheelbase there. And I'm able to do them on curves and whatnot as well, so it looks decent. You just got to sand the crap out of them, because if you're running like code 83 or smaller, they're super thick, and you don't want to get your whisker coupler stuck on it when it's going
Yeah.
through or going over it, because that'll stop the whole thing. So
Really quick.
yeah, but yeah, I take plaster right up to the wood thing, and I glue that right
Yeah,
right against the rail.
Bubs is saying speckling compound.
Yeah, it's that pink stuff that dries white.
Yeah,
Okay, didn't you have the pink stuff?
yeah, he
same.
did.
It was pink, and then it turned white.
Yeah, because he was doing pink, and I was saying,
I used
really,
that
that's
stuff
going to
before, but it
turn white, and
never
I was giving
like.
him a hard time about that.
Yeah, I find that you don't get that. I got like the big tub of the drywall compound, and it's like $10, and you get a big tub of it, a decent size. Goes a long way, but
Yeah, it
yeah,
would, eh?
that's good for roads and stuff too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I find
his
stuff like the
Bubs' devotional modules. He used that spackling compound, the pink stuff for the foundations for it. He was saying, he's just said there in the chat.
yeah. I find that the Pave It and what's the other one? There's Pave It and there's something else from Woodland Scenics. They're kind of
I've used that. I think that's all it is. It's just like plaster of Paris, and they just put their own name on it and charge you a few bucks more for it, and there you
have
go.
to make it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you make it
Well,
watery, then
same as plaster of Paris. You buy that, and it's a powder, and you gotta mix it, or a hydrocal, or whatever you want to call it. Like it's all seems to be the same stuff.
well, I usually buy the pre-mix, so it's already
Oh,
mixed
okay.
up. You can add a bit of water to it so that it's a little bit easier to spread. But
Right.
yeah, I don't know. Some of those things, like if you're making the rocks, like if you've got rock molds and whatnot, then yeah, it might be easier to pour it in and then let it fall into all the cracks and stuff. But for doing like roads and whatnot that are never even anyways, get something a little bit thicker. That way, you don't have to worry about it running.
Right. Because I've used that stuff where you, like the Woodland Scenic stuff, where you put the two pieces of foam down, and then you put the stuff in the middle, and you use some kind of a trowel to trowel it, and then you take the pieces of foam off. And, like sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But to make roads.
Yeah. Split Rock is saying plaster for rocks, and Red Devil makes a nice tub that's pre-made.
Red
I don't know
Devil.
if we have Red Devil.
You'd probably have to go to maybe Home Depot or Lowe's or something. They have it. Something that must be a brand name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bubs' Debojo modules look really good, and especially with the fact that he has his kits on there and whatnot. And
oh yeah,
he was showing me how he made some of those some of the chutes for the elevators, running basic thread through it and whatnot. And I'm like, wow, that looks really good.
Oh so, yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, he did a good job on that.
Yeah, I was saying he's going to have to make some kind of a box to protect all that stuff, or it's going to get eventually something's going to happen. It's going to get knocked or something. But yeah, he was agreeing with me on that too. So I'll have to get something so it doesn't get destroyed too badly. Because it's pretty cool looking. Even there was some people even like it's not even finished yet. It's just like he had it there at the train show, and it was just pinned. And some people when I was walking by were looking at it saying how cool it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you did some really good work on that. I'm
Yeah.
like, you're gonna have to make me some of those for my ethanol plant because that's it's really neat.
Yeah. Mine too.
Yeah, right.
Or just,
Oh man.
maybe tutor us in the making of it. We could have what is it? An
A
ethanol
powwow.
making kit powwow. Yeah, tutoring session live.
Well, that's awesome. And Mike, did you finish? Are you done yours?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
all done.
mine's
Okay,
well.
cool.
I got the roof vents on the small roof, just drying
Yep.
the vents to the roof. But yeah, I just thought I'd show up the kit in case anybody's looking to get one of these. Or it's a
Yeah.
diesel 130, two-stall, easy nose. And Walthers does a pretty good. Gives you the dimensions right in case you wanna. Do I have room for it on the layout or not? That's
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's one good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, in most cases if you go on their website and let's say you click on a kit, you can actually see the footprint, which is what Mike's showing you there. But sometimes
Yeah.
they also give you the PDF, which is basically the instructions, but on computer, right? This is
Yeah.
big. Yeah, they would send you a printed PDF of it in the kit, but that's basically what it would look like. But yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of odds and end details that I'll finish doing, but
Yeah.
for the most part, it's pretty much done.
Yeah. It's a pretty simple kit, really, unless you're doing like what I was doing there and putting two together. That's not designed to do that. So.
Yeah, I
No,
might
yeah, that would
put a
definitely
beam
take a little
inside
bit.
here, like an overhead beam. I might, when I go to OVR there on the weekend, I might get a beam and attach it.
You could either do that, Mike, or you could buy that overhead crane kit and put it in there.
I got one of those overhead crane kits, but I don't know if it'll fit in there.
Well, you might have to make it work.
Yeah, chop it down. Little kit
Yeah,
batch.
little ingenuity.
Thanks, Split Rock. Yeah, and the windows there, I just sprayed them with like a doll coat.
Also, they're all frosted.
Yeah, they're frosted.
Okay.
Still see in, but you can't really see it on camera, but you can see in a little bit. I'll leave the ends open, right?
Yeah.
Put some plug and play lights inside.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and Split Rock, right? You got to weather it.
Gotta weather
Gotta
it.
weather
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta
I did a
do
bit
a
of
little bit of weathering on mine too.
Put some grease on the floors.
Put some grease on the
did a
floors.
bit of white ink on mine just to kind of highlight the bricks a little bit. But yeah, there should be smoke going right up the front here for when the train's coming out. Right here, right up the center.
Yeah, get her all set it up.
Yeah.
Soot.
Set it up.
But yeah, I think it was a great kit. Like you guys said, nothing too crazy, right? It's very basic, but kind of doing your own thing with it. It kind of changes it up a bit. It adds another level of detail and makes it look a little bit more unique than everyone else's, right? But there's nothing wrong with doing the same thing right out of the box. The way the instructions tell you. Make it fit your railroad, make it fit your layout and what you plan on servicing and how you plan on using it, because they're there for a reason, right? Every building, every track, it's there for a reason. So
yeah, it's your railroad.
And those are
Split Rock wants to know how you add the white mortar lines. I did just a white acrylic paint and I really watered it down. And then when it was on its side like this, I went and did it on there. And then when it started to dry, I just took my paper towel and wiped off the excess. And then, window.
Oh,
One of my windows fell off.
Oh,
I gotta add more glue. Well,
That,
1 out of 70 ain't bad.
I like how you did the mortar wash on that. Looks good. And the roof.
It's subtle.
Awesome.
It's nothing too crazy. I didn't want to go ham with it. I was even thinking about going over a couple of odd bricks with like a brown, but I was so afraid that I would do something wrong. And then it's like, well, you got to start over again.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do that. So
And
I'm okay with leaving it as is. So
those pieces I have on the end of the rails.
yeah.
Those are lifelike.
wheel stops.
Yeah, the wheel stops. I was telling you about that, eh? I still had those from when I was a kid.
Okay.
They're die cast.
Split Rock wants to know what
Plural.
color you used for the bricks, Chris.
That's a good question. I like to make my own colors sometimes. So I think with that, I started with white paint and then I added a bit of brown and a bit of red. And I think that's it there. I think that's and then it came out somewhat lighter. And then when you do the whitewash over it, it lightens it even more. So yeah, I always start depending on what it's going to be. If it's a lighter color, which I did want it to be a lighter brownish, reddish brick, mostly brown though. And I had to do it twice because I did one and it was too purplish, I think. Yeah, that was the original color, and then I did another one. I'm like, no. So like one day on my break, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna mix something else up, and then I'm gonna paint over it, and I was way happier with this color. Not professional at all when it comes to making paints. So sometimes it's trial and error. You know that you're basically pro, right? So look at me telling a pro how to do it.
That's how I do it too. I just mix them.
Yeah, little bit at a time, right? Like you can't add large amounts and then undo it sometimes, you know. I think there was what kit did I do? Yeah, it was a Merchant's Row kit, and I'm like, okay, well, I want to do somewhat of a yellowish orangish brick, and it looked like a pumpkin, and I'm like, oh, I hate that. So then I redid that as well, and because I don't like put huge amounts of paint on, it still keeps the brick shape and whatnot. So I'm not like putting thick coats of paint on, so it doesn't really hurt it all that much.
Cool.
Nice.
Yep. I just got to get this window back in, and then we're basically done for the day. I think we're all good. I think everyone's houses look great there, and I really appreciate you guys, coming up here every week and showing off your stuff, and collectively doing this as a group. I have a lot of fun doing this, and I love watching you guys do what you do as well, and seeing how you guys are building the kit. I learn a lot that way.
Well, thanks for having us up on. That's for sure. I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
Enjoy doing the kits. Always something.
We got more in the future too. We got more, lots more.
Yeah, 21st.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in 2 weeks, 2 weeks from today, we're starting another. It's a little bit of a smaller group build, but we're doing the kit that we got from the Iron Horse Route, and it's a 3D printed house. So you'll definitely want to come by, check that out, hang out, and you'll get to see us building something that we probably haven't done before. So
that'll be neat.
Yeah, I'm excited. So, other than that, do you guys have anything else? Anything else coming up? Anything?
Not really. I put up a bunch of some videos there of the Empire show and our May 27th or what? No, 27th or 26th setup on my channel, and then I put a bunch of pictures on Flickr too of the setup for the same setups and for the Empire show that would happen there last weekend. So. And the only thing I got left to do on mine is I have to build the paint booth, and then I'll drop by someday when I get that in there, and I'll show you.
Absolutely, yeah. Can't wait to see it when it's like fully done. Like, it looks
Yeah.
amazing so far, so it's good.
Yeah.
Next kit. You're already ready to go. You want to do it?
Ready to go. There's my next kit.
The next kit. It's sort of like that saying on that James Bond movie, where he's driving the car and he says something about I like a good drive in the country just as much as the next girl, and there's a girl pulls up on a Ferrari and she says, "Who's that?" And he says, "The next girl."
Anthony wants
Thought
to
you get a
link to
cup
the
out of that one.
kit, so I'm just checking to see if I can find it.
Oh, for the next kit?
I might have it here. No, I think for this kit, for the Walthers one.
Oh.
No, I think he meant
30-foot. What's it called? 2-stall.
Oh, 2-stall engine, or sorry, diesel engine house.
No, he wants to know the next kit, Chris. He's saying the house. Yeah. The 3D printed one there.
That's Brian from Iron Horse. Is it in his Etsy store?
Yes, it is in his Etsy store.
So if I can look.
I don't have a link for it yet, and I'm pretty sure he sent us a promo code and whatnot as well. So you might want to wait just in case, because I don't know how much it is right now. I think Mark has most of the details because this is kind of his thing, but he wants to do it for the Sunday brunch build. So he'll have all the details for us in 2 weeks when we do the live, and he'll share all the information, and then that way you can order it. And I think it'll probably take a few weeks for us to actually finish as well, because it's a house, but with a house, I think there's a lot more detail to it. So
yeah.
You mean Mark from M&M's?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
He's been waiting for this house for a while because he wanted to build his parents' house because it would go on his layout, right? So he was working with Brian from the Iron Horse route, and they managed to get a 3D model of it. So that's pretty cool. I think that's neat. And I've never done a 3D kit before. So
this is a house. This is the house where he grew up then.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So hopefully we don't watch it too bad.
We'll be able to hang little posters in Mark's room and stuff.
Right? Do we paint the house pink or do we paint it blue?
I think. Well, I'm pretty sure that he's going to be able to do it prototypically, technically for what he knows, but I'll do mine as if like I'm gonna buy this house and this is what makes me want to buy this house. So probably like, if I haven't even seen the kit really. So is it a brick house? Is it aluminum siding? I have no idea. So it'll be interesting to see. You haven't opened yours yet?
No, I've been waiting. I'm keeping me in suspense. So we got to do
man.
this 2 more weeks yet.
Oh man. So yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happens in 2 weeks. In 1 week's time, it is Father's Day. We're not doing a live next week. I'll be out of town. But I do want to wish everybody, all the fathers at home, all the grandfathers, great grandfathers, cat dads, happy Father's Day. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Other than that, guys, I can't say thank you enough. Yeah, this was lots of fun. I really appreciate you guys coming up and helping out. And I appreciate everybody for watching every single week. If you missed any of this, I date stamp every single video, and you can go right back. The first one for this kit build was the very last day in May. So I think it was May 31st. And we've gone every single week. So catch up and see how we got to this point, right? And we'll have a new one for you in a couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, go check out Trackside Mike, Trains by Perry. Trains by Perry is also on Flickr. And then Trackside Mike is also on Instagram and Facebook.
Well, it's just my personal Facebook. But yeah,
okay.
when I do lives and stuff, I have it going there.
That's fair. And I believe Perry's also on Instagram as well, right?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram too, but it's Trains by Perry 2. The number 2.
The number 2.
Yeah, and
2.
there's like,
and then,
yeah. For some, I don't know. I couldn't get just Trains by Perry. I had to get number 2 for some reason. So I don't know if somebody else has got Trains by Perry or what. So, but anyways.
I have a secret account. It's called Trains by Perry.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. I knew it was something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, make sure you guys go follow these two. They're always up to no good, and they're doing great work. So, and then of course, like, subscribe, follow, go over, go home, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I don't like Twitter.
No Twitter.
Nah. And,
but you guys
next weekend
and we'll see y'all. What happens next weekend?
Next weekend we may be at Smith Falls.
Ooh.
You'll be at Smith Falls, and then Saturday, Sunday-ish. Are you going to do?
Well,
it live?
we're not sure. We're not sure. We got to figure out if he's. Yeah, depends if Tristan's around or not. So we'll see.
Yeah, you guys should do a live.
And who's doing the Monday night this week? Who's doing tomorrow night? It's over on your channel.
Off the Tracks Mondays on Trackside Mike's channel, 7:00 Eastern.
Keep it on track.
Keep it on the tracks.
And then we'll be over on M&M Rails on Thursday, and I might do a live Friday from Otter Valley. You can watch I drop
Otter Valley,
or my wife drops me because she'll be there too. But yeah. All right. Well, you guys have yourselves a great week. Thanks again. And we'll see you guys real soon.
Take care, folks.
Okay. Take care. Yeah.